does not get tainted, does not get touched by any object, which are all yatha sarvagatam saukshmyad akasham nopalipyate. Just as due to the subtlety, sukshmatvam valana, akasham will not get influenced or affected by any object which exists in the akasha, in this space. In this space, in akasha, all objects exist, but the space is not affected. Is it affected? No. Similarly, even though the self is existing everywhere, like akasha, the best comparison is like akasha, like space. It does not get affected. Yatha prakashayatyeka krishnam lidam ravihi kshetram kshetri tadha krishnam prakashayati bharata. Just like the sun is making the whole world visible with its light, similarly, the light of God is making the entire universe visible. Kshetra kshetrajnayoreva mantram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham chaye viduryanti te param. So those who understand this knowledge of kshetra and kshetrajna, they will achieve moksha. They can understand this only with the eye of jnana. They will get moksha from bhuta prakriti, ye viduryanti te param, and they will achieve the highest level. Yatha prakashayatyeka krishnam lokamimam ravihi kshetram kshetri tadha krishnam prakashayati bharata kshetra kshetrajnayoreva mantaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham chaye viduryanti te param. So there the chapter is completed. It's a big chapter, very profound chapter. Iti Sri Mahabharate Shatasahasrikayam Samhitayam Vayasikayam Bhishma Parvani Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yogo Nama Trayodashodhaya. Om Tat Sat. Yes, now we open it for any questions and discussion. Yes,
Desai here.
Yes, go ahead, Desai.
Yes, I wanted to ask for some time. Actually, whenever I read Gita, it says that look, everything is already done. It's all done, and I am this, I am that. End result is already known. You have to do your duty with detachment, but you have to do it. But it's already, you dedicate all the things to my result of my actions. So, if everything is so predeterminedly done already by him, then our efforts will get a little bit deflated in the even if you become a true devotee in all 100% respect. So how do you differentiate between an individual human effort to achieve higher level of consciousness or achievement in whichever direction versus the God who says that look, it's already all done?
No. Can you show me where it is said that is all done?
In one of these chapters which I missed, that he says everything is myself. You are not killing anybody. They are already dead. You think that egoistically that you are doing something, but they are already done job. How does Arjuna feel with all his lifetime efforts and training? He says end result, I am only getting a result award, but the
No, no.
actual result is already taken place.
It is not like that. It is not like that. The first thing is, it is a misunderstanding you are creating in saying that. First of all, most of the Gita is talking about the existence of God and nature of self and nature of the self being one and the same as God. That jnana, that knowledge is what is being taught mostly. I'm not saying everywhere. Now, the example which you cited is a very unique case. It does not apply to each and every person. It is never said in the Gita that you need not do anything and you can keep quiet and for everybody. It is never said. It's only for Arjuna in that particular context. It is said in the context of the war, in the context of Gita itself was delivered to Arjuna for that purpose, and in the context of Vishwarup. That's point number one. It is not said for everybody. So therefore, that question is not valid for everybody. For Arjuna himself, it is a very complex and grave and difficult decision to make whether he should fight a war or not. And he also says in the first chapter that whether I will win the war or I will lose the war, I don't know. Whether I will be defeated, I don't know. He was afraid also. So one of the problems Arjuna had in the beginning was his diffidence, lack of confidence in himself. And another thing that has to be understood is the people like Krishna or even other people like Vyasa, they have the power to see the future. You and I don't have that power. Now, in fact, in the Mahabharata, when the much earlier, when Yudhishthira performs Rajasuya Yaga, after he creates Indraprastha. Indraprastha is modern New Delhi. Hastinapura is near Meerut. I went there also, which is on the banks of Ganga River. So when he created a new capital, Indraprastha and his brothers went around and conquered all the kings. They performed Rajasuya as a signal of their complete Samrat emperorship of the entire nation, entire country, entire subcontinent, including Pakistan, of course. So at that time, Vyasa comes, and all people are in a very happy condition. Even Duryodhana, Dushasana, Shakuni, Karna, and even Dhritarashtra, everybody, Draupadi, everybody was there. At that time, he makes a statement. It's a very happy occasion. All family members are together. Then they are all relishing this event, enjoying this moment. But, he adds the word but. There are only two persons who said this. One is Krishna and other is Vyasa. But we don't know what will happen in future. It is not going to be like this. They made such comments. And to Draupadi, Vyasa tells in particular, you take care of your hair, please. No, she didn't understand why. And nor Arjuna understood, nor Yudhishthira, why they are talking like this. So later things happened in the way they happened. They knew it. And Vyasa also makes one point. He comes once again at the beginning of the war. And people request him, you stop the war, stop the war. Then he says one important point. Whatever happens, the cause and effect chain behind it is planned much earlier. It is a plan which gets executed finally. So in that way, whatever we are doing today is a result of what we have done in the past in various intervals of time. And whatever is going to happen in future is we are creating today by our actions. So that way they are right. And they are able to see the future. Everybody cannot see. Some people see the future. Even some ordinary human beings also have special power to see the future. They show it in some movies, So that way you see, all that they are telling is there is a chain of cause and effect relationships in what you do and what others do, which will determine the events that happen. But they never said in the entire Gita, don't stop acting. In fact, he always said, put your maximum efforts and do your job perfectly and do your job with skill, but at the same time being equanimous to failure and success. So, yoga karma su kaushalam. In fact, the word kaushalam is used, which means skill, which means process, perfection, which means quality. So he has gone to the extent of using the concepts of quality in process, because when you perform a process with high quality, there is the output, the production will automatically happen. There are many activities in world like services which don't have any concrete product coming out, but the process itself is to be maintained for its quality, whether it's lean or Six Sigma or whatever it is. So quality in process of action, yoga karma su kaushalam, is defined as yoga. Any other question?
No, that's clear.
Anybody
Yoga karma kaushalam.
Karma su kaushalam. Karma su means in various types of actions. But he has used plural, not in one karma. In karma su, all types of karmas.
Okay.
Kaushalam. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
और कुछ पूछना है ब्रिजभूषण, आप बताइए.
अभी इतना सब हम बार बार पढ़ते रहते हैं. We are going on reading and trying to understand the concepts of Bhagavad Gita and all that. जब तक थोड़ा सा आनंद रहता है ना, immediately we once again go back to that Maya bolo or whatever it may be as per our routine, and same things are gone. So in what way we can, what we have to do to go into that feelings. अभी जैसा for today's chapter, I think that most of us उसको follow करना ही, that he is showing that he is present in everything, he is there in everything. By when we read and listen, okay, फिर बाद में as soon as we go into our daily routine, we are again same there only.
Okay, I will give you a simple, understanding of this matter. You take a small baby in the cradle. What is the universe of that baby? जो वो बेबी का दुनिया में क्या क्या है, उसमें केवल 2-3 चीज होंगे. एक जो है माता होगी, एक जो है पिता होगा, और एक जो है भूख होगा, और एक दूध होगा. 4 चीज होंगे और कोई चीज नहीं. तो बेबी बढ़ते गया तो 5 हो जाएंगे, 10 हो जाएंगे, भाई आएगा, आएगा, कुत्ता आएगा, बिल्ली आएगा. तो एक 2-3 साल की बेबी का दुनिया में शायद 50 चीज होंगे मैक्सिमम. आजू वाले, सामने वाले, भूख लगना, रोना, गुस्सा आना. हमें छोटे बच्चों को गुस्सा भी नहीं मालूम है, तो उनको न लोभ होता है, न मोह होता है, न ईर्ष्या होती है. तो होते होते बेबी बढ़ते गया तो ये बढ़ते जाएगा. तो बेबी बढ़ के बड़ा आदमी हो गया जैसा आप और मैं, उसके दिमाग के अंदर 10,000 20,000 चीज होंगे. लेकिन मेरा कहने का ये मतलब है, ये जितने भी चीज है दिमाग के अंदर, मन के अंदर, वो तो उसी के मन के है, वो तो उसी के मन के भावनाएं है. आप जो समझ रहे एक वस्तु है, वो केवल एक भावना है आपके मन में. वो वस्तु है या नहीं है, कैसा है, क्या है, कोई नहीं जानता. केवल आप भावना को जानते हैं. भावना जो आपके मन में आ रहा है, केवल उसको जानते हैं आप. इसका कोई प्रूफ नहीं है कि जो भावना आपको मन में आ रहा है वही चीज बाहर है. जैसा कि मैं आपको उसका एग्जाम्पल दूंगा. एक औरत है, एक आदमी को माता लगती है, दूसरे आदमी को भाई बहन लगती है, तीसरा आदमी को पत्नी लगती है, चौथा आदमी को बॉस लगती है, पांचवा आदमी को सबॉर्डिनेट लगती है, और किसी को टीचर लगती है. सेम औरत. ये सब कैसा हो रहा है? हो रहा तो है क्योंकि जिसको लगता है वो लगता है. और शादी करने के टाइम, मतलब शादी डिसाइड होने के टाइम पे जो डिसीजन होता है, पेडली चूपलो, उस टाइम पे जो आदमी को जो औरत एक अप्सरा जैसे दिखती है, वो उसको मान लेता है शादी करने के लिए. शादी करने के बाद वो अप्सरा बदलते जाती है, कुछ के बाद वो राक्षसी जैसा दिखने लगती है उसी आदमी को.
जी सर.
तो ये मैं बता रहा हूँ, ये सब मन में हो रहा है, सो माया है. ये एग्जाम्पल प्रूफ्स है. सब आपके केवल अपने मन में है और कुछ नहीं. जो कुछ भी बाहर है आप नहीं जानते, जान भी नहीं सकते. केवल आपके मन में जो आ रहा है वही आपको महसूस हो रहा है. तो ये समझ गया तो बहुत हो गया. इतना समझ गया तो यदि आपके मन के भावनाओं को सब बंद कर दिए, योगस् चित्तवृत्ति निरोधः तदा द्रष्टु स्वरूप अवस्थानम, उस टाइम पे आप अपने आप में है, कोई भावना नहीं है, कोई चीज नहीं है, कोई दुनिया नहीं है, तो आप ही सब कुछ है. ये आत्मा ही सब कुछ है. बस ये सिंपल मैं आपको एक मेथड बता दिया. इसलिए रामदास भी कहता है, अंतरंग मुना आत्मारामुड अनंत रूपड़े विंतल सलुपगा अंतराममयम. ये आत्माराम जो है, मैं बोल के जो कह रहा है, वो अपने अंतरंग में अनंत रूपड़े, अनेक हंड्रेड्स एंड थाउजेंड्स ऑफ फॉर्म्स वो उठा ले रहा है. एंड ही इज डूइंग बिग विंतल सलुपगा मिरेकल्स बता रहा है. ये सब दुनिया जो दिख रहा है वो केवल एक माया है, एक सर्कस है. अभी जितने भी लोग दिखाते हैं, पॉलिटिशियन सर्कस दिखाते हैं. अभी कोरोना वायरस टाइम में भी लोग उसको सर्कस बना रहे हैं, उसको अपने अपने ये शागिर्द बना रहे, हाउ दे आर मैनेजिंग इट. सो एक माया क्रिएट हो रहा है. तो मन के अंदर भी माया क्रिएट हो रहा है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
एनीबडी हैज क्वेश्चंस? किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन है तो यू कैन पुट इट.
Sir, by
Yes,
knowing Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham and today's chapter of Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga, like self is everything, God lies within us. By knowing this secret, will not want to get attached with the world. And soon what will happen is every new thoughts and every new inventions what going to be happen is get stopped. So how to balance, like how to get
not true.
understood?
That's not true. That is not true. If you can experience Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham and today's 13th chapter descriptions as you are as God, even for 1/10 of a second, I will challenge. You will be liberated. But it is not possible. I am challenging you. केवल वो सुना जा रहा है, केवल पढ़ा जा रहा है, केवल सोचा जा रहा है, उसका अनुभूति हो ही नहीं सकती आप. तो ये बहुत बड़ा झूठ है. Therefore, you are always trapped in Maya only. You are always as Jiva only. You are in Prakriti only. Therefore, you will be doing whatever you are doing normally. ये सब केवल एक प्रयत्न है आपको माया से बाहर निकलने के लिए. माया एक क्षण भी आपको नहीं छोड़ेगा. प्रकृति आपको एक क्षण भी नहीं छोड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
Next, anybody?
Okay, then we'll close.
We'll close it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Bye.
बोलिए फणी, क्या बोलना है?
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर.
हम्म,
सर ऐसे चैप्टर बढ़ते बढ़ते जा रहे हैं सर, बहुत डीप जाते जा रहे हैं.
हर चैप्टर में फिर वैसे ही रहता ना. वो थोड़ा मैं इसलिए वो क्वेश्चंस जो है मेरा पूछने का आप सबके लिए वही था कि हाउ इट हैपेंस. बिकॉज अभी जैसा आज का चैप्टर आप देखे होंगे थोड़ा फास्ट गए, जैसा लोगों को अब क्या हो रहा बोल के जैसा फीलिंग आता.
सही है.
इज ए मोस्ट deeper subject, just like मैं explaining a small child who is in the 5th 6th क्लास में है और उसको हम जो है डिग्री का चैप्टर्स क्या है समझा रहे तो उन्हें जो है हम नींद लेते रहता है. दैट हैपेंस. ऑल लाइक दैट.
सर वो रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर दीजिए सर.
ओके.
एंड